Counterclockwise. Vincent Koo. I remember hearing, I heard Vincent Koo join the company, right? And I'm like, oh my God, that's freaking amazing. So I called my tier 3. I said, did you get Vincent Koo? And he goes, he joined?
Oh man.
He's the one that got away.
All right.
But I'm so glad he's here. Go ahead, Vincent.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, one of his guys called me.
Yep.
But
wait, Vincent, you got to give a little bit of like your New York exit. You got to do
okay. So
just 2 minutes of the backstory.
Okay. So backstory is I've owned multiple franchises. I had 3 franchises in New York, about 350 agents, and second generation. So my parents were brokers, and we were doing real well. We were number 2 highest grossing multiple office operation for that franchise. I was the top recruiter for, a couple of the years with that franchise. And, they thought I would never leave. Like I bled their colors and everything like that, right? So not too many people would call me. I'd get offers from some of the big companies and things like that.
Intimidating.
Yeah, I am. So I didn't get too many calls. But like AJ said, was it yesterday, like one day I was enlightened. I realized that I was digging the wrong hole, or as Jay Kinder would say, like my leaning against the wrong wall, right? I got that, but even that didn't get me out for a couple reasons. So number one, it's hard to get out of a franchise like safely, right? And the other reason was, honestly, there was nothing better. Like what else? What were my options? 100% company, like independent, another franchise, like none of those things were sexy for me, right? So I was like, I could live and I could just keep doing this. And it wasn't until I saw the opportunity on the other side that, magnified my motivation to move, okay? And I was like, Russ, I went to an event. I'm not as smart as Russ. I didn't turn my back. And the picture got out.
Yeah. Is that my event you were in?
No, it was one of Brent's in Vegas, and the picture got out, and then chatter got around, and I gotta tell you, that fight with the franchise out was pretty, and it was quick, and I didn't have the runway to do it. But if it didn't happen the way it happened, it would have probably taken me another year to figure out how to make it happen. So I'm grateful, because it's the biggest regret for everybody that's here is like, why wasn't I here sooner? Right? That's it. So when I got in, finally, I thought it was part of corporate, because the welcome I got from this guy was like...
That was before I found out he wasn't in my group.
I've never received that much love, when
I'm still loving you, man.
No, I gotta tell you, how all these events kind of blend into one? I don't know which one it was, but there was one in May somewhere. It was hot. We were doing cigars outside, and I came in, and I was actually there. It was my birthday. And I was traveling without my family. I got 3 boys and wife, and one of the guys knew it was my birthday. I think it was Trey, and Trey tells Tom.
Trey Fullen,
Yeah, he's crazy.
And Tom, I don't know, he's had a couple drinks. It was late at night, right? Yeah. Tom's like, hey, it's Vincent's birthday. Everybody, let's sing for Vincent. Gets the whole bar to sing happy birthday to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was amazing, man. You don't get that at many places, right? So what I think is important is that, all of these guys, they're looking for a way out. They don't know what the opportunities are, right? Now that we have this boost thing, and it's not even the boost thing, it's so many of the other things. It's like, just be there and let them know that you could be the person to go to. Now, how I got in, it wasn't because somebody worked on me for a while, okay? Just right time, right place. To be honest with you, it was just like right time for me. I knew I was looking to leave. I had no place to go. I was at Zillow headquarters, and one of the speakers was Gil Ramos. He was on stage today, right?
Yeah.
And he was same franchise as me. He had, we broker of the year Florida, I'm broker of the year New York, and I'm like, all right, so I relate. And then he let slip, moving over to eXp, and just ruined the entire conference. I couldn't listen to Zillow. What is going on? And he kept it cool. He didn't tell me anything. He wouldn't tell me anything. And I said, afterwards, I'm like, Gil, what's up, right? I was like really interested. Like, why didn't you just tell me? It was like, first rule of eXp, we don't talk about eXp. I respected that, because he made me so damn curious that I went out and I dug for everything that I was looking for. And I went back to him and I was like, let's, who can I talk to?
Awesome.
Well, help me find out more. And then he just put me in front of the other people, put me in front of people, kind of kicked me up the ladder. That's what we have to do. So this is like my third sprint, and you know, all the events that we see you guys at, and it's the best thing. But why do we keep coming back, right? So when I went franchise, no production for 10 years, right? Out of production, I didn't even know how to go out and get a listing again, right? But now coming in, and because they kicked me out, you know, the franchise fighting out of it, I didn't come in with the group that I thought I was gonna come in, you know? I only came in with like 175, you know? So I had to start a little.
Just 175.
But hey, New York, right? So it's expensive to live out there, right? So you gotta figure out how to make the money work. And so I'm like, all right, I got a team and figure that out, right? And you know, luckily, you know, in this company, it's so easy because you just look around and find out who's doing it better than you and ask them. You don't even have to like, you know, sneak in and do anything. You just ask them, and they open up the playbook and they're like, here's how you do it. And you do it, and then you get there, right? So now I got a team of 45, production team. I've got a good organization, but I keep coming back. Why? Right? And the reason why I keep coming back is because I need to raise my leadership lid, right? So I raise my leadership lid so that I am someone worth following. That's the way I see it, right? So, you know, we want to, you know, obviously we see the same faces when we come back, but we want to continue to grow that, right? So as your group grows, the attendance at these events should grow, right? This suite should the smallest suite you guys are ever going to get.
That's it.
Next time it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. And
100%.
you know, the conference room for yourself next time.
That's
you know?
it. Yeah.
All right.
And you can help us do that.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Vincent Koo. Thank you, my man.